Hello, internet people. Hopefully you can hear me over the rain. You know, non-insulated metal garage roof, short ceilings. It's loud. So plans change, as plans do. I had been planning and building up a bunch of parts and pieces, trailing arms on the Dodge, some fun stuff on the Wrangler, and also the Wrangler's starting to develop a little bit of death wobble. And I've replaced all the rod ends and stuff, but I think at this point the track bar needs to be replaced. So if anybody has any recommendations on a heavy duty front track bar for a JK with 2.5-inch lift, let me know. I'm thinking about going with the JKS because I've had good luck with them, but whatever, let me know. And I got some big work to do on the Grand Cherokee because, you know, I'm trying to stay ahead of the 3.6 self-destruct oil cooler. So I get all my stuff together. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm waiting for some days where it's not crap because it's turning into spring. It's early March. We're not full out of winter yet, but we're not straight into spring. And weather change, you got creeping crud, you got rain, no fun. So things are going, and get ready. And what happens but the inevitable of, hey, you know all that stuff you told me I'd need to do XYZ that I thought was just being crazy? Yeah, I kind of need it. So we're working on gardens. I'm not really a gardener. I grow debt. You know, I'm into cars, so I grow debt. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see what we got. So I brought in garden tractor number Dose. I have a whole video thing on, I guess doing a resto on that one there last year. And this is its twin. I already did a video where I went through the electrics and got all the electrical wiring gremlins and stuff taken out. Now the plan was to do pretty much the same thing with this that I did to that one. Side muffler, unavailable, so you either look out and find a used one or new old stock, or you don't. I ordered some exhaust tubing and I'm going to run me basically a side pipe and dip out in front of that rear tire when I get the rear tire. Rear tires are there. Old front tires. New front tires. Sleeve hitch. I'm sure that'll be a whole video because it is a universal sleeve hitch. Fits all, Craftsman, Husqvarna, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I bet you that thing, you know how universal parts are? One size fits nothing? Yes. Okay, so back to this piece of wonderful equipment. Parts that we have ready to go. I got a hydrostat filter, and I might need to take the body off to fill the hydrostat. I think I do need to take the body off to fill the hydrostat. And if I got to take the body off to fill the hydrostat, I guess I'm going to weld patch that. It's broken here just like the other one was. I have steering shaft bushings and bobbles and things like that to replace in there. So can't see in the dark hole, but that's got to be done. Tune up, oil change. Since the body's coming off, I will do the stainless steel hardline like I did on the other one because I really like the way it looks and I like having not 6 miles. I hate 6 miles of soft rubber hose, and this stuff's not soft anymore. It's hard as a brick, but I really hate running excessive lengths of flex hose. Flex hose is not meant for excessively long runs. It's meant for short gaps so that it can flex. That's my rant, sorry. Poor man bushing upgrades. I have a new steering rod shaft, primary one, whatever. Because this one was toast. I'm going to do away with the deck rod on this one. I know, I'm walking around. I should just set the camera on the tripod. I'm going to do away with the deck rod. What I'm going to do is put a something in here to act as a bushing to hold this shaft in place, and it'll get a nut and a washer to keep it down and keep it in place. Because for this is a dedicated down in the garden tractor. This one is going to be dedicated for that, which is why it's getting a sleeve hitch. And I'm looking for some single point implements. So anybody in southeastern Ohio, if you have some single point implements, for sleeve hitch or whatever, or drag behind that you want to sell for a reasonable price and not crazy like some of these crack smokers, send me a message. It's cool. Carburetor needs to be replaced. Crankcase breather needs to be replaced. Tune-up, so spark plugs, fuel filter, air filter, oil change on the engine, oil change on the hydrostat. I'm pointing at stuff that I'm not in the camera, you can't see. I have a new PTO switch to go in here because this one was foobarred. And what else do we got? I've got to take the adjusting tool and adjust. Let's see, can I get a good picture of it? I got to adjust that back into place just a little bit. Yeah. Short video, nothing great. I'm already working on the drag link here. This side here went surprisingly well. This side had to get a little map gas and blaster, get it nice and hot, and does a great job. Cold shocking it basically. And the brain fart, the Heim joint, the rod end joint there, just perfectly unscrewed. No issues. New fuel pump's going to go on because I've got a box full of them. It seems like every time you order something that's pure 100% Chinesium for these engines, it comes with a Chinesium fuel pump. So I've got like surplus to go. In other news, I bought the world's cheapest 8x10 shed off of the Amazonians. And I can't wait to get that put up because hopefully that guy will get out of here and those guys will get out of here. And that'll free up some space. Never mind the cardboard, as always. Carburetor's been ordered for the chainsaw. That chainsaw is running perfect. This chainsaw, one of the few times, I don't talk about my chainsaws much, but one of the few times I am a huge proponent of the bullshit like $25, $30 Amazon carburetors for two-stroke small engines. I just think, 9 times out of 10 they work. It's always a gamble, but 9 times out of 10 they just work. This one is complete and total junk. Just buy the $90 steel one. It's well worth it. I should have done it to begin with. On steel stuff, I always run steel carburetors. I don't generally chunk out on the steels. I will on like my Craftsman and my Huskies. For some reason, the Huskies really like them. Echoes, things like that. But in a hurry, didn't want to drive to the shop and yada yada yada. I was being lazy. I bought the $25 one because I was being poor, and it's a piece of crap carburetor. Don't do it. I went and ordered went to the shop local and went and got it. So anyway, back to garden tractor extraordinaire. That's where we're at with it. Got wheel spacers for the back. They're over there on the table. You might right over there. And quick video. Let's see here. Okay. Whoa, Jesus. I gotta pay attention where I'm standing when I move the camera around. All right. This quick video. I've not really been feeling it because I can't work on my fun projects that I was planning. This kind of got dropped on me, and it's what it is. I don't mind working on these things. I like working on them. I like doing them up, making them look all cool. I think that orange one looks cool anyway. But I don't like it when it's interrupting other project plans. So I'm kind of bummed about it. But I can do best I can with what I got. It's going to get bare minimum upgrades, updates, and whatever. And when it goes down for the end of the season, I will probably bring it back in and do appropriate body repair and paint it in the cold, because that's the best time to paint everything. Actually, I'll probably bring it up about this time of year and have it prepped and painted by next spring when it gets ready to be used. Taking down trees because I got to get ahead. I got one more tree to take down so that I can get firewood for next season, which I'm sure nobody cares about, but it's things I got to do. Um, I have a video idea about garden tractors, like a rant or talking video. Everybody seems to like my talking videos, because you know I run my mouth and I'm good at that. I feel like garden tractors really need to make a comeback, and I feel like there's three sections they need to come back in, or three model runs, not segment, no. I, I want to do a video on it. I really do. I want to do a video on garden tractors and why garden tractors need to make a comeback, and why you should stop pushing subcompacts on everybody. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'll do a video. Probably want to do a sleeve hitch because I am sure that this sleeve hitch is not as universal fits all as the advertisement claims it to be. Nothing universal is ever universal. I might do a video when I do the exhaust on it because I got premium quality flexible pipe. So that'll go awesome. And I'll probably do a video when it's fully up and running and, you know, driving around the field. Hopefully I'll have some implements by then too. Maybe I'm thinking I'll at least order. I think I may at least order a disc harrow for it that I can put to use now. I need to get a cultivator for it, like a ripper cultivator. And I've got this wacky idea of taking a tiller and figuring out how to make a standard walk-behind rototiller into a belt drive, which that's not too difficult. But possibly mounting it to the front of this tractor and using what would have been the mower deck PTO, because PTO works fine. Switch was busted, but PTO works fine. And figuring out how to drive a rototiller, like a walk-behind rototiller, off of the belt. Because I could mount it in the back. It'd probably be easier to mount it in the back. But then you got to have a belt that's like 8 miles long, and it's got to go around the transaxle, and if it just comes out the front, it'd be great. I don't know that it'll work. What would be really cool then is I could stick the disc harrow on the back of it, stick the rototiller on the front of it, and drive across the dirt. And as it tills the dirt, then the disc harrow. But whole big thing. Nobody cares. I know. 12 and a half minutes. We're in. It's nasty outside. I don't feel like doing this. You need to get out, have some fun, do something you enjoy, and don't be me. Don't make my decisions. All right, everybody. Later.